Hello, everybody. Rainbow Dark Dragon here. And today, I'm going to be playing some more Magic the Gathering Arena. And today, we have a very special occurrence. This one, like the Liliana teaches, is going to be teaching you how to build a multicolor waifu. Yes. And it is very possible. And the reasons why there's only the two of them is for budget reasons and concerns. You only have 4 rares, maybe a mythic. This could easily be Liliana or just another Vampire Nighthawk in this particular deck. So don't really worry about that too much. We have Glissa the Sunslayer. First strike, Death Touch. Very nice. Rare. Green or black on-tapped land. Bluey Marsh. 2. Green or black on-tapped land. The reason I have these in the deck is I want you to know that consistency is very important, even when building a mana base. The goal is to have your waifu in play by turn 3. Or even turn 2. Is the actual real challenge of it. And that's why we have Land of War Elves at 1 mana. Allows us to turn 1, play a dual land that's either black or green, play the Land of War Elves. Boom. Boom. Next turn, any of our on-tap lands played with this. Guess what? You'll be able to, turn 2, play a 3-drop. That is what we're hoping to do. And that's also why we're not playing Liliana the Veil in this deck, honestly. Double black, it's a lot harder to be able to do that and have elves in play. You're going to have consistency. Like, I'm talking 4 copies, Blooming Marsh. 4 copies, Land of War Waste. That's 8 rares. Plus, we're not even counting the still inconsistent ways that will happen. You have to have Green Source turn 1 on tapped for the Land of War Elves. But what does it do? It can't be a forced, because then you can't cast the Liliana. Liliana is black 1. That costs right there can only be paid by forest or the Land of War Elves. So you have to exactly Blooming Marsh, Swamp, Land of War Elves. That's why it's a lot harder to do that. Now, you see me play it before, but that's because I'm playing other things like this, like 3 of, 4 of, and stuff like that. And this is a lot better consistency because it has an actual green and then another generic that you can play anything into than just specifically one swamp. We don't really have a lot going on for the deck, just your basic creatures have Death Touch. Vampire Nighthawk, really good card, by the way. People sleep on this kind of card. I played with this card growing up and Return to Ravnica. Flying Death Touch Lifelinker. This thing is an all-star. It really is. It saves your butt quite a lot. So, honestly, I dipped this for another copy of it. And you can also dip this for another copy of it. Just have a 4 of Vampire Nighthawk in your deck. It really is a good card to be playing on a budget. Lively Dredge allows us to keep that consistency I was talking about. So, we had to put all of our wild cards into lands. What now? Well, we play cards that aren't rares that can get and search up. Not only this, it can search up Vampire Nighthawk. It can bring back our Elf Boy. It can bring back our Ankle Biters. It can search out anything in our deck for 5 mana and tutor it and then another card onto the battlefield. So, very powerful. Say its name. Common. Gets back our copies, searches through our decks, for our Pacific creatures, so that's pretty good. The card Thrice Called goes with Say Its Name. And honestly, it's a uncommon. Very nice. So, some basic interaction removal for anything. And then we have the fight spells. 2 of him, specifically to perform a loop of returning himself from the graveyard to your hand, freely blocking with this, playing a copy of him, getting back that, and it's like an infinite blocker for 3 mana. It's decent. It's decent. Also, it can get back your other things if you mill them or they die. So with that being said, this deck is to show you the consistency of certain cards and how to work those mana costs together. With that being said, let's move into the games and we can discuss further on those choices. Alright, and we're back. Versus a lizard guy. Should be an interesting first matchup. In this kind of hand, we mulligan. Oh yes. We could keep this one. Send back a hollow jungle. And pass the turn. So turn 3 we can play a 4-drop. Turn 2, play a 3-drop. This is what I was talking about. You have to have the dual lands in order to be able to play a 3-drop that has black. Okay. Get in for 2. I'll play this one down. And hold up Terrasunder for probably another, what is the white one? It's an enchantment that makes rabbits. Gain a life here. Swing 2. This Nighthawk is getting some work in. I'll play the Death Toucher here. Stem the bleeding. We have a 1-3 and a 1-4. Very helpful. Very powerful play that he just did there, getting rid of our Nighthawk. Very unfortunate, too. There we go. Pass the turn. We'll go ahead and bite down that. And get in for 1 again. Boom. Transform. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have to pay 2 life here. Get rid of that guy, because that would have absolutely destroyed us if he played more of the hair appearance, as he just did. But this doesn't transform, so no point in him attacking. Swing both. Try and pressure his life total here. And right now we're going to go ahead and blow him out. By exiling one of those. And the Death Toucher will just eat that. And we get to keep him. And we even get to play Say Its Name. Getting back Vampire Nighthawk. And that should be the theoretical name in the coffin. Pretty nice. Go ahead and play Vraska here. Attack with this. Just blocks. Pass the turn. Too bad that's only sorcery speed, otherwise you could really do some good shenanigans with that. We'll see if he attacks with the Heir Apparent. He has to attack with at least 3 things here. So, yeah, let's just eat him like that. Because his case is going to be solved now, and they are going to get bigger. Boom. Boom. Bite down. I'll go ahead and eat it. And with Vraska's ability, it's not going to go to the graveyard. Of course, I don't get Nighthawk down, but oh well. Sometimes you have to pay a price. Looks like he has removal as well. Unfortunate. But that's Magic. Opponents have interaction every once in a while. Very nice. 1/1 counter here. That way it's very awkward. Permanent on top of my library. Or just getting rid of all of these cards at the top of my deck is actually really nice in itself. I will attack with this to try and get rid of some of the pressure on my opponent's board. Well, hopes of getting rid of pressure on my opponent's board. Okay. He probably has more stuff. Like the Rise the Past again. Yeah, but it's only 2 of them, so it's not really bad. That's aggravating. Up my Vampire Nighthawk. And he will get in there for some good damage. And gaining us all of our life that we've lost so far. Vampire Nighthawk, putting in work. It is gone now. Honest. Go ahead and bring back the Nighthawk. Replay the Nighthawk. Map token the Nighthawk. Nice. And a token here so he can freely block the rabbit tokens. And pass the turn. So he has to get rid of the Vampire Nighthawk again, or he's in trouble. Play a Vampire Nighthawk. Put a counter on him again. Put a counter on this one. Swing for the 4 again. The reason I did it like that is he's at 7. So even if he'd take the 4 there, it would put him on a good clock and kill him. He did have exiling removal this time. And a doubling season. Pretty scary stuff. But I'm not too concerned. As I get to put token on This guy. This guy. And 5. And go ahead and fight. I should have did that one so I at least gain life. Oh well. Didn't matter, he had a hexproof. So we're looking pretty good. He has to have another removal spell for the Nighthawk again. There could be a good chance he doesn't. Honestly, we just no block. Go to 24 and have plenty of lethal attackers. Boom. And swing out. And we got there. Just simply playing the game nice and smooth, we are able to get there. All right, back already for round 2 versus the Johnny Avatar. Should be pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and get there. Death Toucher with a fight spell and some removal. This works out for me. Got some search with Say Its Name. We'll see what the situation holds. Plains again. Another token deck, I guess. I'll go ahead and trade. I'll go ahead and fight it just to get rid of it. Him having life here is pretty annoying. So we'll see what happens now. So it's a red-white token deck, I presume. Go ahead and play another Death Toucher here. Cemetery. Play to the board, always. He didn't surveil something away, so he left it on top, whatever it was. Yep, Inspiring Advantage. Another red-white source on tapped here. So he could probably play a lot of good stuff at the moment. We'll see what it is. Not a creature. Very important to note. Okay, so he's a Heir Apparent deck, and he's going to combo off with the one thing. Honestly, pretty annoying. We'll just get rid of that now. And pass the turn. So he has... Oh my god, he had another one. This could be pretty bad for us. Pretty bad for us, folks. Because he now has 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in the graveyard. That is pretty rough. I will activate it just so I can try and get in there. Draw a card. A land, so I at least don't miss my land drop. Pretty good. I'm not sure anymore. And an Impact Tremors. Ooh, it's looking pretty bad for us. Pretty bad indeed. Gain 3 life at least. So we're still at a solid 20. Hopefully he doesn't have the combo. Or the land, at least. Okay. Good news is he didn't have the land for the combo. the good news. Really is. We're gonna go ahead and get... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get Vraska the Silencer here. And put her into play. And swing out. Just pressure his life total. This way, it's very hard for him to have to block. Very awkward for him to block. Nice. Nice. That was the point. Doesn't add to his things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's still way too many tokens. It is tapped. I don't recommend playing these things in a deck that your combo piece is 4 mana. And because of Perfect Showcase, and I'm going to take time to explain this, you do not want to play lands that come into play tapped if they hurt your deck idea. The reason we play ours is so that we can turn 3 have our big plays. You do not want to play these kind of cards, tap lands specifically, because they will kill you in such situations as this. You always want your lands to interplay untapped at critical moments. You probably want the reverse land of this, the one that enters play if you have 2 or more lands. You'd probably want to play that one instead of this. On to the third match. All right, back with game 3 against an Johnny Avatar. Pretty interesting. We got our combo. Unfortunately, there is a tap land, so not as good as it can be, honestly. But we can still hope to draw an on-tap source and get our combo out, and even kill the Ley Line of Hope here with our Lisa choice. And we got there. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I want to showcase with the mana building and the deck building. With the elves and then the blooms, and that last game with him not being able to cast his card because of all the different lands. Perfect. We will pay 3 life here, by the way. Pay 3. Get rid of that. Honestly, I don't really know what it does, even. And play this out just to gain 3 life. Sitting pretty. Looking good. Oh, an Anthem if you have more life than your opponent. It's a pretty neat card, actually. So we're playing against mono white life gain. There's the Johnny. Scary stuff. But Arklisa Sun Slayer is a little bit more scarier. And she gets in. Will our opponent let us draw a card? Yes. Yes is the answer to that. In fact, I'm just going to remove a counter up from that. Just to take a little bit less damage. Really nice. I am not going to Bitter Triumph any of these cards. Or hope I don't have to. Now I can just kill this guy. Attack with this, draw a card finally. See what we get. What goodies do we get today? You do not read the card. Get rid of that. Now he just has the 1/1. And we have a Bitter Triumph in hand. Looking pretty good. Can freely attack with just everything. Ooh. Not too bad. Got 2 1/1s, so he is able to put those to good use. I'm going to purposely attack with this so I can Rustin it back to hand. Think ahead of the curve. Or our opponent still refuses to read the card. I mean, technically, it's better for me. It's better for me, but... Sure. We'll take it. We'll take it. Swing out with everything. Nice. Get some card advantage. Say its name. I just want the value from the rush skin. So, yeah. Play out. Now we're sitting pretty good. Doing pretty good. Our opponent does have 3 lifelink in the air, though. So he is counteracting some of this. And he just wasted lightning bolts in the air to dig for cards that aren't going to help him in this situation. Not the best. It's better just to... And if you're in this situation, just race down with these, because it's 3 difference. It's honestly better for you. Just 3 damage. Draw a card. End the turn. I'm probably going to kill a bird. That is sad. That is sad. Yeah, man, this is fine. You can do that. Don't hold back the life linkers to block in this situation. Want this dead. Like I said, I have more ways to get it back anyway. So I just want it dead. Boom, boom. Swing 3 and 3. Do we get anywhere? Come on. Come on, do we get anywhere? Looks like it is. Yeah. Draw a card. Nice. Boom, boom. Honestly, I'm not gonna get an... I could get this so I can get back my other guy so I can gain some life, because that's what I really need. So you know what? I'm just going to put the second one in there and just get both of them back. That way, we make sure we don't die to shenanigans. 5D chest, and we get to kill both the hawks. That's the most important thing here. So, transform. Kill a hawk. Boom, boom, boom. Swing these. Then I remove the counters from the Johnny with my first strike. Boom. Nice. And remember, reading the card explains the card. Nice. And, we got there. I will end the game with my waifu in play, by the way. Like, yeah, I will end the game with my waifu in play. That's about it. I'll see you in the deck synopsis. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And that's the deck. That was the concept we saw in the first game, how we were able to get by with the Nighthawk guy. Very good, very classic. You saw how we were able to beat that one deck because, well, their lands entered to play tapped. Couldn't do their thing and they died. Very simple. And that last game, we were able to get the pressure down, turn 2, Lisa Sunslayer with the Llanowar Elves into the Bloomy Marsh to showcase what this land can do if you have the actual curve in your deck to do it. That'll be about it. Very basic deck, simple concept. You could see how this drastically improved as a tutor package in our deck to get anything, to get Nighthawks, to get this, to get that, bring everything back. Very annoying card for our opponents to deal with, and it is very powerful, and every time we cast it, it was very useful. So, consistency, very important. Mana consistency, very important. Have a plan with what you're going to do with cards like this in your deck. Just don't have it in your deck. What are you going to do turn 2 after you played it? What are you going to do turn 3? And that's the question. All right. I was your host, Dark Rainbow Dragon. I'll see you at the end of the rainbow.